welcome back to a new episode of Semi-Occasional Gaming Rebirth. That's what we're calling it. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Daz.
How you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for inviting me.
Nah, thanks for coming on, and joining me on my podcast Odyssey. So how have things been on your end?
Lots of Souls-like games. It's
Yeah, I've heard.
a lot of yelling and screaming, but yeah. Besides that, yeah, good. Just occasional retro game here and there now, and chilling.
That's the way.
But, yeah.
You're one of the original. Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe you should give yourself an intro. But you've done Retro Domination and a lot of other podcasts actually. So why don't you give us a bit of an intro on what you've done?
Yep. I'm one of the founding members of Retro Domination from back in 2012. We did that for I think it was 8 years. I can't remember. It's been that long now. But did that. That was a lot of fun. Made some really good friends and experienced a lot of stuff that I would never experience in my life because of that podcast. So it did really well. Then we ended up putting that to the side, and I thought, no more podcasts. But then I get bored, so I start up another one. I can't remember what I did after. I did a Press Play on Tape podcast. I did that one with another friend, I did that for about probably a year and a bit as well.
That's not gaming. That's music.
No. That was gaming. That was
okay.
Yeah, that was vintage computers. Just vintage computers.
Yeah, that makes
Press
sense.
Play on tape.
Yeah,
Press Play on tape is for the Commodore 64. So we did that. That was a lot of fun. And then I handballed that podcast to someone else, Mr. Aaron Clement. He's still driving it. Well, it's not really a podcast anymore, but he does do PAX and helps the classic gaming under that name. And after that one, what was after that? Then I did far out. There was heaps. Arcade Perfect podcast with my friend Sean Tagg. That did very, very well. Okay. We did that for 3 years. Again, life gets in the way.
Of course,
and we got close to 100 episodes. Oh, we got 100 episodes. No, it was close to that. I think I can't remember, but we got tired and thought, that's enough. We've reviewed enough arcade games, and that people don't know what that is. What we did, we reviewed one arcade game, but tried to do all the home platforms that it was converted to, and we would decide on which one was the best, which one was the worst. And that got very popular. The UK guys loved that one.
Yeah, of course.
The UK people loved that podcast. Fortunately, that one had to stop too. And then I did. I think it was during COVID. Then I was a bit bored, so my friend Matt, who was also from Retro Domination, we decided to do a music one. We only did 5 episodes. Look, it was fun, but the amount of work that went into it was not fun. The research. What we did, we reviewed one album every episode, track by track, and we looked up history on the band and etc. It's really cool to listen back on, and that was called Drop Your Stylus.
That's right.
And, and we enjoyed doing that, but again, just time, man. That was just the amount of research was just stupid, and preparation. That part was just not fun. So, and after 5 episodes, we're like, nah. I was getting bored. Then, geez, far out, man. I'm going to take up your whole podcast.
I think you've left out a couple.
Well, there's another one. Then it was Hands-On Gaming.
That's right.
Which I did with Bastich B. He's a Canadian YouTuber. He focuses a lot on C64 as well, and Amiga, but all-around gaming as well. Top guy, awesome guy. That was a lot of fun. That, again, near the end, it was like we did a lot of episodes in that one too. But again, I was just a part. It was like life was so busy at that time. It's like, too much. Just couldn't do it anymore. And I think that was the tail end of COVID as well too. It was just too much going on. Life changes, and you know what I mean. Just stuff gets in the way. And that was it. I thought, no more podcasts. But then, I look at my equipment. It's like I can't throw it away. And So yeah, that's right. We did another one during. We did this and that gaming.
This and that
Jeez,
gaming,
man.
that's right.
Yeah. That was with Mark and Dave. That was a lot of fun. That was different though because we did that live and we did that. Was it live? I can't even remember if it was live. Yeah, it was live. I think it was live. Yeah.
Yeah,
We did.
I
We
really
started doing it
enjoyed.
live. Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. This and that
Thanks.
gaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was a lot of fun and it was gaining a bit of ground. But again, life gets in the way. The other guys got a bit tired. I was G'd up for it. I could have kept going. But the other guys, they again, life gets in the way.
yeah.
I actually enjoyed, like I said, I enjoyed that one a lot. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of interaction with the with listeners, with the listeners and so on. Then, geez, and now I'm on my latest one, which geez, I can't even remember the name of it. Are You Game? There you go. We're getting bored. A lot of the boys were getting bored, and we thought, let's just start another one. Let's just do
the podcast itch.
Yeah, let's do Retro Domination 2.0. That's pretty much what it is. But it's a game about everything gaming. We even throw in a bit of music in there, movies.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
do. Yeah. And you're about 5 or 6 episodes in. So that's fairly
Yeah,
new.
I think we just finished doing 6. So that's actually got the original one of the original hosts from Console Domination, and then went on to Retro Domination, which is Boosty. So we asked him. We thought, well, you know what? There's myself, there's Boosty, Mark, and Corley. That's like what, 3/4 of RD there. So that's why it's RD 2.0 really, but. That's a lot of fun. It's that one's a bit slow gaining ground. I mean, because there's so many podcasts out there, man. There are a dime a dozen. Mate, you get lost within it. You know what I mean?
There's not a lot of good Aussie ones on retro gaming, I think, and that's how I found you guys. This is a few years ago when I found Retro Domination. I don't know. I must have just Googled retro Aussie gaming podcast or something, and you guys popped up, and that's went from there. But I don't think there's a lot of them.
No, there isn't. Look, to be honest, I don't really listen to podcasts anymore. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, it is a bit of a drainer, eh? So only sort of I only do podcasts when I'm doing dishes or something, when I've got time to kill. Yeah.
Like when I used to work in the CBD, I'd listen to them on the train and all that. I only work 20 minutes away now. I drive.
Yeah.
It's no point chucking on a podcast.
No, of course, in short bursts.
Yeah, I can't do that. But yeah, I mean that's the latest one, and I'm actually having a lot of fun.
That's good.
A lot of fun with this.
Great to hear.
It's nice. It's a nice distraction in life at the moment. So
it's good. It's good to just chat gaming to like-minded people. I find that I have very few mates in my life that I can do this sort of thing with. So having a podcast is a good excuse just to catch up with people and do that.
Just talk. That's all it is. Yeah. And I think what, from my experience from podcasting, is that it's so important that you have the right people with you. And that you
100%.
gel.
Yeah, exactly. And you can tell when there's no chemistry there. Yeah.
It just doesn't work. You can force it, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some people have a talent for it. I don't know if I do yet, but I'm hoping to get there.
No, you sound fine, man. No, you sound fine.
No, thank you.
We all learn, dude. I mean, you should hear my first episode I did.
Cringe?
And it was, oh my God, it's so cringe. It's really bad. But yeah. But anyway, it's what I like to do now, and I'm used to it.
Well, you're a seasoned veteran, and I suppose you're a veteran for gaming as well. So I think you're probably a bit older than me. So
I just turned 25 actually.
Yeah, you're quite a bit older than me actually. I just turned 34. Yeah. So, but so for me, I know you guys are all into your arcades and your vintage PCs and stuff. I missed that. So by the time I was that age, arcades were already finished. And it was all just ticket machines and time zone, all that crap. Yeah. So I sort of missed out on the arcades. But so you're big into your old vintage computers, that sort of thing.
Love them. I don't play them as much anymore. I mean, the only ones I have left is my Amstrad CPC and my Commodore 64. I got rid of my ZX Spectrum and MSXs. I had everything, Amigas.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
I had them all, and it's like, you know what? They're just sitting there. I need room. I just got rid of them. And but yeah, man, look, I sold my ZX Spectrum to buy a ZX Spectrum next, which I should get hopefully November, December.
Is that like
It's been
a mini console?
no, it's actually a ZX Spectrum. They've just modernized it. It's got runs off HDMI,
Oh, okay.
and it's the real deal.
Yeah,
It is
right.
the real deal. Yeah,
Cool.
it's a beautiful piece of kit.
So it's not like
Um,
the Amiga Mini, nothing like that.
no. You can run tape on it. You can do everything on it.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it's even got an SD card slot in it.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to that. But that's why I sold my ZX Spectrum was to buy this.
Yeah, makes sense. Well,
I mean, it's old tech, man. I get worried. I had an Apple IIe, dude. I reckon I played it 5 times. It was just there for me to look at,
yeah.
and I loved looking at it because it took me back to it was the first computer I ever played. You know, so it took me back to primary school and that kind of thing. But it's like these things die, man, and I'm not good at repairing stuff. I have to
Ticking
get
time
rid
bombs,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, they are. I had a Vectrex as well. It was
Yeah.
on the brink. It's like, you know what, get rid of it quick and get the good cash while I can. So
Well, I'm at the
Yeah.
opposite end of my gaming sort of thing, and I've only just set up a gaming shop with all my games on display because we just bought a new house fairly recently. Now we've got the room to do that, so all my games are up there. Next, I'm going to get a bigger desk, and it's going to be I work from home, so that's the other thing. Both my wife and I work from home, so the spare room in our house is the home office. So I'm limited in how I can set this up for gaming. So the plan is to get a bigger desk and have like business and play over here, you know.
yeah.
I will probably set up. Probably won't get any PCs, any vintage PCs, because they just take up way too much space.
Take up room, man.
But I'll
Look,
have
I mean, if you haven't lived it, there's no point. That's why I look at it.
well, look, I have a soft spot for the DOS games because my dad had a 386. You know, when I was really young, and you know, he showed me Wolfenstein and Doom and all these sorts of games and heaps of others. So I really like the DOS scene, but again, too much room. Games are too expensive. I'm a physical guy. Like, I don't like downloading or digital, so I have to have the real deal. And when it comes to those sorts of games, it's just, you know, out of control, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah. I know.
Well, anyway, so look, once again, thanks for coming on. I thought we'd have a bit of a chat about Metroidvanias. So
man.
this is a genre that's dear to my heart, and I think you're a big fan as well.
It's up there for me.
Yeah, and particularly the modern ones that have come out the last few years, they're really like some are quite impressive. So I thought maybe we'll just start, maybe for the uninitiated, what is a Metroidvania? Just, you know, bare bones. So what's your take on that? Because this can be a bit of a contentious topic sometimes.
It's a platform game that's non-linear. I think that's the best way of explaining it with RPG elements thrown in.
RPG elements, okay.
Yeah, with the leveling up and you know shields, etc.
And non-linear in terms of you have a kind of an open map, and you're sort of, it gives you the illusion that you're free to go wherever you want.
Correct. Yeah.
And
It's not just left and right. It's up, down, left, right, where you want to go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You'll need a certain item to pass a certain area, and
so ability-based progression, which is probably one of the biggest tropes. Like I say, probably a key element. So, you know, you could probably apply non-linearity to a lot of games, but I think with a classic sort of Metroidvania game, you're talking things like getting the double jump to get to a higher platform, or some sort of equipment or something to get you through a wall. But I guess the other key thing is you'll come to a dead end, and the backtracking element is another key thing, but it's not backtracking in the way you've got to go back over here to get the collectibles. It's more you come to a crossroad where you can't progress any further without that ability, and you make a mental note, I've got to come back later when I can reach that thing or blow this door up or something.
You know which game I think it could be I don't know. This is the way I look at it. I think what game actually made a Metroidvania genre
Mm-hmm.
is Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap.
What's that one? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's
Oh,
Trap.
okay. I've actually never played that.
Oh, dude, it's an amazing game.
Yes, see,
Amazing.
because
It's
that was Master System originally.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so I missed out on Master System as well, so I'm not big on those ones.
Yeah. No, well, you can get it on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can get it on anything now. The remake as well. The remake is phenomenal.
Is it? Like, yeah, because that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did Limited Run do that? I think. Did they release?
No, it's everywhere. It's
everywhere.
EB Games. It's
Oh,
everywhere.
okay, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I might have to pick that one up.
It's worth getting. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just find that they sort of, I couldn't say they didn't create a Metroidvania, but I think a lot of games took from that. You know what I mean? Metroid, yes, but then Wonder Boy 3 improved on it again.
So Metroid was first.
I'd say Metroid was first. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Castlevania, but Castlevania is not really the original Castlevania. It's really an action.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking about Symphony of the Night, and then the GBA ones that came out after that.
Even Rondo, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, Symphony of the Night is, I think, the pinnacle. Of
I think that's probably that's one of my favorite games ever. That one.
It is me.
I think it beats Super Metroid for me.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah,
it's just got a bit more because it's on the PS1. It's got a bit more polish, and
that's right.
The advanced, the advantage of the graphics and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I think there's a lot of better Metroidvania games than Super Metroid. Well, I'm not saying Super Metroid is a bad game. It's probably my favorite SNES game,
but it is
probably my favorite 16-bit game.
Well, it's over 30 years old now, so you can look at these games and say, yeah, that was excellent for its time, but now
it's groundbreaking.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a game you can come back and play today, and it's perfect.
Yeah, I think what's special about Super Metroid, it's not even just the gameplay; it's the sound, the music, the atmosphere of the game. It's just adds so much to the game. I mean, if it didn't have that soundtrack, that atmosphere, it wouldn't be as good as it is.
Well, speaking of which, did you play Metroid Dread?
I've got it. I've only played probably 2 hours of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I forgot I had it. I was looking through my Switch games the other day, and I'm like, oh shit, I've actually got this. Yeah. So I really need to play it, and I've heard it's very good.
Look, I've got a sort of unpopular opinion, but I thought it was a bit disappointing.
Okay.
Particularly when you're talking about the fantastic soundtrack from Super Metroid, Dread just doesn't really hold up for me anyway. I thought it was quite a little bit dull, to be honest.
I found the controls to be a bit funny. I don't know.
Because you got to use the joystick.
Yeah, I don't like that. You have to use analog. I should be able to use a D-pad.
Yeah.
And that ruins everything for me.
Yeah, it kind of does. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but I had a few issues with Dread. So, first of all, the map. I thought the map sucked. So the big problem with the map was there was so many icons on there, and there's no option to toggle them on and off. So when you got save points, you got recharge stations, you got fast travel points, and they all look the same. And then on top of that, when you find a missile tank or an energy upgrade, it stays on the map. So even though you've collected it, so the map's just completely polluted.
Doesn't change color, nothing.
No, I don't know if it does. I think it might, but when you're looking at the map, it's completely polluted and it's just too much noise. Because you're looking at the map so often, it kind of becomes really distracting. But yeah, my problem with Metroid Dread was it just, for we're waiting 20 years for a Metroid game. And I thought this is the best they could come up with. We've had Hollow Knight and Axiom Verge and all these grouse ones, and this one just sort of seemed behind all those, which is really kind of disappointing for Nintendo.
That's the thing; it didn't grab me.
Yeah,
straight away. That's why I've sort of I'll go back to it, but I just never did.
If it had come out 10 years ago, it might have been different. But like I said, when you're sort of comparing it to all these really good indie games that have surpassed it in so many ways, I think. It was just sort of a bit lackluster.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Axiom Verge. That's up there as one of my favorite games of all time. The
Yeah,
first and
yeah.
second, I think they're both fantastic.
Oh, okay. See, I love the first one. So the first one is really, like it's a love letter to Metroid, and that's
Yeah,
pretty obvious. But the thing with the first one was that gimmick with the glitch gun.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember what you call it, the disruptor or
I,
something.
yeah, Disruptor. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good idea because when I first came across that, I thought my game was glitching out, and I freaked out,
Yeah, yeah,
and I was
yeah.
about to reset my game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that added a whole really cool element to that game. But then what do you think of part two?
I loved it. I thought it was
Yeah,
great. It was
okay.
shorter. It was shorter. That's what I loved about it. It wasn't too hard. And I liked that it was a bit different.
Yeah,
I don't want something that's exactly the same. I actually
true,
liked
true.
how
That's a good point.
that's the thing, you know. I liked because it was different. I didn't want the same thing,
Yeah.
exactly
Well,
the same thing.
I think it was for me it was a little bit too different.
Okay.
Like the fact you didn't have like a projectile, like a proper gun or anything, that was okay. I got used to that. But when we go from the first game with all these like really vibrant looking levels and cool enemy design and stuff, and the second game felt a bit like bland. I think
No,
because
so I didn't see that.
yeah,
I
no,
didn't
for me
feel that.
everything just seemed like orange and grey and yeah, I just wasn't as excited. And I think the part that really sort of did it was the boss fights. All the bosses are optional. Like there's no proper, you're like locked in a proper
Yeah,
battle.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that
No,
that
I
kind of
can't remember that. I
yeah, like
finished it, but I can't remember that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you could find a boss and just walk off and come back later. Or sometimes you just walk right past it and just get the item and fuck off.
Yeah, really, I can't remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know. I loved it. I know. I really I put a lot of hours into it.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it was a lot easier than the first one.
I
Did
think
you
so.
finish it?
Yeah, I did. I did finish it. The one thing I liked, again, like I guess the gimmick in the second one was that whole I don't know what you call it, the dark world. I'll call it dark world because it's like Zelda.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I think without that it would have been a really dull game for me. But that kind of saved it. So
Yeah.
I do prefer the first one.
Me too.
Yeah.
And the music, the first one, far out.
Yeah, yeah.
Mind blowing. To think one guy just did both of them.
Yeah. I hope he
You
does
know,
a third
I think
one.
I think he's working on the third one.
Yeah?
Thomas Happ. Yeah.
Thomas Happ, yeah. He
Yeah.
he
I harass him all the time on Twitter.
yeah.
Just dude, the game, please. And he replies. He
Yeah,
replies.
he's replied to me once as well. I can't remember what I asked him, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think I did hear he said he was probably going to take a break and do something else for a bit, but that was a while ago, so who knows? Yeah, so I guess what do you think makes a really great Metroidvania? Because yeah, there's good ones and there's not so good ones.
Flow. I think something that's just. I think sometimes difficulty can ruin a game, especially. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with something being hard, but when it's cheap hard, like it gets stupid. I don't know. Maybe I should get good, as they say.
Get good. Yeah.
But when one's really hard, it just gets stupid
Can you give
quickly.
me an example?
I've got one here. The Mummy Demastered.
Oh, I've got that one, but I haven't finished it.
Fantastic. Oh, dude, it's so much fun. But then
Yeah.
I got to a part. There was this boss. I just could not beat him, and I spent days on this guy, and in the end, I go, I'm not even bothering anymore. It's a shame because I was really enjoying it.
If you're not having fun anymore, that's when I say, nah, time to quit.
The Messenger is another one too. That does that.
Yeah,
That's hard.
I've wanted to, because that's like a Ninja Gaiden sort of inspired one, right?
Metroid.
Yeah.
It's a mixture.
I want to get my hands on that, but that's too expensive. Like the physical copies is way too expensive.
They are, yeah. I've got it. I grabbed. It wasn't limited run. It was another
Special reserve.
company. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they might be doing a retail release, but it's been so long. I don't know if they're going to do that anymore. Yeah,
it was fun, but yeah, they got stupid hard too.
The Mummy Demastered, I do have that, and I only put a couple of hours in, and then I kind of got bored of it. But I do want to come back because I've seen some of the gameplay footage, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I want that physical though. For some reason, I still want that physical.
The Mummy.
Yeah, the mummy one. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got the limited one.
Oh, nice. It
Yeah.
just goes for stupid money. I'm not paying that.
No, I grabbed it
Yeah,
when they were selling it, so it was only like
yeah.
$35 US, which was
Hmm.
fine.
Yeah. I missed it. I missed the boat. I didn't know they were doing it. I didn't. I only heard about the game like later, and I'm like, "What the hell's this? What's this Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
play this."
I thought it was the Tom Cruise movie.
And
Well,
when I started playing, I go, "Yeah, this is freaking awesome.
I
This is a
think it.
Metroid."
I think it kind of was like it's obviously not the Tom Cruise movie, but I think it might have been like released by or I don't know, like
It was way forward. I know
by the yeah. I don't know if it was endorsed by I don't know whatever it was, Warner Brothers or whatever, but it's
Yeah,
kind of seemed like it was related, but I'm not too sure.
yeah, way forward. Geez, it came out 2017. Wow,
Hmm.
that long ago already. Yeah, yeah. I won't. Like I said, I'd like to get it, but yeah, I'm not paying stupid money. Oh, Amazon. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look.
Yeah, nah, forget it. Nah. Yeah, well,
I'll just
so
play.
so we got Flow. The other ones like the world, like the world has to be kind of interesting.
Yeah,
And again, that's where Dread fell flat for me because it was all kind of just generic space station,
same. Yeah,
very
yeah. That
samey.
gets boring.
Yeah, actually, while we're on that topic, all the enemies were just recycled from Fusion.
Oh, were they?
Seemed like
Okay.
it, yeah. And actually, I got one more gripe with Dread, and then I'll shut up about it. There's no Metroids in Metroid Dread,
Okay.
which is really disappointing because I was looking forward to seeing like a proper HD, Metroid in the modern era. But no, they disappointed. They all died in Fusion, and that's what the way they've left it.
They should just call it something different then.
Well, I mean, like they could think of something. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Samus. That'll still sell.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe there's an egg or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, so yeah, games like I guess one that comes to my favorite one that comes to mind is Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I have not played it. I do have
Oh
it.
man, you got
I have not played it. I have not
that
played it yet.
it is S tier, that one.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hollow Knight. Particularly, yeah. Again, the world that they create. So it's like, do you know much about it? It's like it's bugs.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
all,
it looks like some skeleton kid or something. I don't know.
no,
I
it's
don't
it's
know.
all insects stuff. So you go,
Ah, okay.
yeah. So the idea is you go into like they're all dungeons and stuff, but each one is like beehive, or the other one's like a spider's nest, or whatever. So it's all kind of bug themed, but it's really really good. It's the storytelling is like kind of really subtle and just like really well written. The music's fantastic, really, and that's another one that was only made by three guys.
Yeah, I know it's an indie game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there a
Team
second one
Cherry.
now? Yeah.
Nah, the second one's been just yeah, no
What?
word on the second one for
Nothing. Oh,
years. Yeah,
I thought they were making it. I thought they made a second one. Oh,
that
okay.
they're making it, but they're very light on announcements and release dates and
Okay.
stuff. So like it's kind of one of those running jokes where it's like, oh, when's next Hollow Knight coming out, and everyone's kind of going nuts about it. But I'd really recommend checking out Hollow Knight because that's fucking amazing.
I've got one for you
Mm.
that no one talks about,
Hmm.
and I found it because I bought it because it was cheap, and I haven't finished it yet because it gets pretty tough. It's called Greek Memories of Azure. Have you played that?
I definitely haven't heard of that.
Mate, it's like, do you have an Xbox? Do you have a PlayStation?
PlayStation and Switch.
Okay, I don't know if it's on the Switch, but it's on the PS5 and PS4, and it's on the Xbox.
So it's called Greek. Greek? What?
Greek Memories of Azure.
Okay. That's
Could be on Switch.
This sounds interesting.
It's a Metroid. Oh, it is on the Switch. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, see, I can't find it physically locally, but it's like $20 on Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, look,
And
if
then
if it's really good, I'll buy it. Like, I'm not super strict on
It's
having
it's
physical,
worth it.
but it's worth
No,
it. Okay.
it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm pretty sure it's on PS5. Yeah, you can get it on. You can get it on eBay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, eBay. It's $22 physical copy.
And what's the go with this one? What's like Greek mythology or
Okay.
something? Or
No, and that's the funny thing. Okay, picture
Hmm.
um, say Metroid
Yeah.
or Castlevania, whatever. That obviously Metroidvania thing, but it's also got a bit of do you remember the Lost Vikings? Do you
Yes.
ever?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm very
So
familiar.
you've got two different characters. You play two different characters that do two different things. So you need them. Certain characters get through to certain areas, the other one can't. That
Okay.
kind of thing. It's actually a little bit like Wonder Boy 3 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
like
like a
no one talks.
cool.
No,
That's
no
a
one
cool
talks about
mechanic.
it.
Yeah.
Great game. It's different. It reminds me a little bit of Aura. Was it Ori and the Blind Forest? A
Yep.
little bit of that. A little bit
Okay.
of that. That's another good one.
I didn't like that one.
No, I liked it. I didn't finish it though because it got a bit hard. But then again, life always gets away from you, and there's only so much you can play.
I found it just too boring, to be honest.
Huh?
Yeah, it was really pretty and looked really
So
great,
it's gorgeous.
but
Yeah.
it was just really like mopey and the forest is dying, and just sort of like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just wasn't into it. I wanted a gun, you know,
Yeah.
or something, you know.
I like that. I like that sort of look. I like that organic look.
It looks
More
really
than
nice. I'll give it
yeah.
that. It looks amazing, and I probably haven't given it a good chance. And I've got part 1 and 2 on the Switch, actually, and I just haven't got around to giving him a proper crack. As you know, I've got a massive back catalogue, and you know how it is.
We all have, yeah. So it was another one. Another one I know no one talks about. I finished this one actually. I'll mention another two actually. I finished both of these. Tohu Lunar Nights.
Wow,
It's an indie game.
Never heard of that. Yeah, okay.
That's a good one. That was very easy, very easy. It didn't take me long to finish that one at all. It's indie. And another indie, Record of Lotus War, Dead Lit in Wonder Labyrinth. I finished that too. That's Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I've got
That's
that
what it
too.
pretty much
I've
is.
got that on from Play Asia probably last year, but yeah, another one I've just haven't got around to yet.
So much fun.
But see, all these, they are a dime a dozen these days. Do you think they're all are they all legit or?
Yeah, they're proper games, man. Like they're really good. There was another one. What did I buy? Ender Lilies. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, I've got Ender
Lilies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't played it yet.
That one, it was a bit flat for me. It looks nice, but I found it a bit slow.
And what about?
And I didn't go back to it.
What about the Castlevania one inspired by Castlevania? What's it called? You know,
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't finish that, but that was freaking awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the older, the retro style ones. Curse of the Moon 1 and 2. Too. Yeah, but I haven't tried the other one yet. The real one. Yeah.
Play that on
No, I've got the Switch version.
don't. Dude, I've got the Kickstarter Switch version.
So what happened with that?
It runs like dog shit. That's pretty much.
It'll be patched by now to be all right. Yeah.
It still runs like ass.
Oh, okay.
I've tried. Yeah, I gave up. I ended up playing it on the PC in the end.
Yeah, all my Metroidvanias on the Switch because they're just perfect for the Switch.
Yeah. Bloodstained though.
Yeah, maybe
I don't know.
not.
It's just not optimized for the Switch.
It's the 2.5D look, isn't it?
I don't know. It's just, but then what? Metroid Dread runs fine.
That probably had a $20 million budget though. Yeah.
So, but that's a good game. That was really good. I'm stupid. I never got back to it. I wouldn't even know. I think I would have lost my save by now because I did that. I ended up getting because I was so angry. I got so angry with the Switch version. I bought it legit. Which, by the way, you could buy it in the stores before my Kickstarter version got to me.
Yeah, so what's the deal? So there was a Kickstarter and then it came out retail
it was
first.
Delayed out, but it was in the shops first. I was like,
how does that happen?
Oh, I was pissed off. A lot of us were.
Did the devs say anything or they just
What do they say? It's still shit. You bought it from us now.
They say sorry?
Yeah. Mate, they want to make their money. They don't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah. and then on top of that, I had to get the Switch version that was broken. So, oh yeah,
So you bought it three
yeah, I
times.
wasn't happy. No, but then I just pirated the second one on the PC. I go, you know what,
Oh
stuff
yeah,
is.
okay, yeah, yeah.
I bought it already, and I can't play it. So what's the point?
I think you have a license to pirate by then.
Yeah, you know what, bugger it. So yeah, I just played that on my PC.
Yeah,
But yeah,
okay.
again, because I've lost that save now, so I'm gonna have to start it again. But now I've got it on Steam. I bought it legit, so
I've got one more for you, and this one's again one of my tops. Blasphemous.
okay, yeah. I started playing it, but I didn't dedicate time to it.
Were you just like do you just
I found it was I found it a bit difficult.
Yeah, it
I
is.
did find
Yeah.
it hard, but I didn't get bored or anything. It's just again, life gets in the way, and I
Yeah,
forgot to
okay,
go back
fair
to it.
enough.
Yeah,
Look, that's a really good one. Especially if you like Souls games.
yeah,
It is really people say it's a Souls like, but it's not. It's a Metroidvania, but it's definitely heavily inspired by it's got all those Souls tropes. You know, when you die it says you died, but it says it in Latin or ancient Spanish or something instead. You know, it's got all it's a much more slow paced. So you can't go in like a Rambo. You're sort of blocking and dodging and really timing your hits and stuff. And look, it's not brutal. It's definitely hard. And I'm playing the new game plus now because so what happened is they released all the DLC for free, and your game just updated when you're asleep or whatever. But the DLC is locked if you don't do specific things in the game. And I didn't know that until it was too late. So I had to...
okay.
Yeah. So like unless you sort of got this thing before you spoke to this guy and fought this thing, and then the DLC's you're locked out until you start a new game. So I did that. I passed... Because I left it for a while. I lost momentum, and then I came back and finished it just recently. And now I'm starting New Game Plus, and they really make it hard because you have to you choose one of three or four ways to play, and either your sword's fucked or you got no magic or you got half the health or something.
Yeah.
So now it's like brutal difficulty, but I'm only playing that so I can play the DLC, and then I've got Blasphemous 2 waiting to play next. But yeah, that's another one that's like almost top tier. That's a fucking excellent game.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, particularly definitely not for casual gamers. Like I've recommended it to friends that aren't into Metroidvanias, and they're just like, nah, it was too hard or couldn't get into it. But if you're a diehard of that genre, then it's a must, I think.
I do have it physically, so I should get my ass into gear.
Yeah, the whole kind of Catholic theme is like really well done. Like everything's just really demented and evil, and it's kind of like it's almost like real life, you know.
Yeah, I found the graphics and the art. It was
the art is fantastic, and I'm really surprised how quickly they came out with a sequel, because something like Hollow Knight, they've been doing that for like 5 or 6 years, and no updates, nothing. But Blasphemous 2 just sort of came out of nowhere. It seemed like.
Well,
anyway.
I'm pretty sure, isn't that under Team 17?
Yep.
Yeah, well, they've got, even though indie dev, they've been around since the 80s. So.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they used to make Amiga games.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Commodore Amiga games. Yeah, they go back that far.
That's interesting.
Yeah. They did Worms, for example.
Oh, righto.
They made Worms.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah,
and if you like your fighting games, they did a game called Body Blows.
I don't know that
Look
one.
it up.
Body Blows.
Look it up. Look it up on the Amiga. Yeah,
Right.
when you'll have a laugh. It was a lot of fun back in the day.
Body Blows. Yeah. All right, I'll get it on my mini.
Yeah, do it.
So yeah, that's kind of they call it a Souls like, but that's the thing. I think you can call it a Souls like if you want, but the experience, you're not having the same experience as playing a Dark Souls game. Like there's not even comparable. But what's your opinion on Dark Souls, your Souls like genre, and how people compare that to a Metroidvania because of the open world aspect and the non-linear progression?
Well, I never saw the relevance between the two after I finished Bloodborne.
Okay.
And I said to my mates, I go, Bloodborne is a 3D version of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's the
Okay.
way I look at it.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. I reckon they're pretty much the same game, but different views, different. You know what I mean?
So
it's a different element.
Dark Souls doesn't do that.
Yeah, Dark Souls, yes, but I'm just saying that's when I sort of realized that the two are connected. The two genres are. I think Souls games are very close to. They play like Metroidvania games, but they're in 3D.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but they're hard.
I can see. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, I think the experience you have with Bloodborne is not like Super Metroid. You know what I mean?
No.
But definitely it carries that trope for sure, or that concept.
Yeah, look, I finished that back in the day, and I tried playing it again over a year ago, and I was like, "There's no chance.
It's too slow now."
No, it's just too hard. It's like I forgot what to do. It's just, it's insane. But I can't. This is like I spoke about this on the podcast on Are You Game. I can't play a Souls game that's not 60 frames per second.
Yeah, fair enough. Because Bloodborne's still in 30, even on the PS5.
30. It's 30. And then also went back to play Lords of the Fallen, which I thought was great as well. And again, that's 30 frames. Like, it's so slow. I actually pick up the remastered or the new one tomorrow, thankfully, after a delay. But
someone hacked Bloodborne to play 60 on the PS5.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Yeah. Why don't they just do that? It's strange. Like, the power's there.
Put a patch. Yeah. I'll play it, man. I'll play it.
I did play. So I gave Bloodborne a really good crack a couple of years ago, and I really liked it. And it was my first Souls game.
Same, likewise.
And I didn't find it too hard. Like, it was reasonably hard. But then I think something else came out. I think maybe The Last of Us came out or something like that. And I just dropped it. And then that's not a game you can sort of pick up again after 12 months.
No chance. Nah,
Yeah.
lucky 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a month. No, you got no chance.
Yeah, especially because, it's so...
The muscle memory, man. You need your muscle memory.
It's not even that. It's like, I can't remember what I was doing. Like, I remember I was trying to, like, save this little girl or something, and you had to, like, get the ribbon and bring it here and give it to some woman, and, like, I don't know. And, like, it was all to get some item or achievement in the end.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what I was doing now. Like, I can't remember, man. But, yeah, I was in the middle of all these kind of quests I was doing, and I was like, looking up walkthroughs and working out what order to do these things in, because like I don't have the patience to read all the cryptic stuff on the items, and
No, I use guides, man. I don't give a shit, because otherwise it just gets too tedious.
But I did come to a point where I just couldn't work out where to go next. Like, everywhere just seemed locked, or
that's Bloodborne, man. Yeah. It can take ages to find out what the hell, and it's something so easy.
Yeah, of course. There'll be a ladder or something you missed.
Yeah, a ladder or a
happened to me so many times.
Yeah. That's happened to me a bit, actually, because I'm playing Lies of P at the moment. And there's a lot of bits like that. It's like, where do I go? Like, 15 minutes running around like an idiot. Where do I go? Oh my god, I just didn't turn right, and there's another path there. It's like
15 minutes. Try like 3 hours. I'm like walking around.
Yeah, but Bloodborne's a different beast, man. That's that's ranked as the 3rd hardest Souls game from software.
Yeah.
Versus Sariko, then Dark Souls 2.
I did play. Back on Bloodborne. Every now and then, Bloodborne starts trending because people want, Bloodborne 2 or something.
Yeah.
Do you know anything, whether there's any truth to those rumors, or
supposedly it's not going to happen?
They're focused on other things.
The reason why, I know,
they
Sony
made 3 Dark Souls.
Well, the thing is, the guy that made Bloodborne made Dark Souls, and then Sony goes, "We want an exclusive," because they loved Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Can you come and make a new game with us? Yep. Okay, I'll do Bloodborne. from software, the other teams cracked it. They go, well, no, we're working on Dark Souls 2. They'll bugger it. From software go, we're just going to make a new different team and do Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
So I think it's more about the politics in the company. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But as far as I know, that's not going to happen.
Oh, that's a
At
shame.
least do a 60 hertz patch. I mean, I bought the DLC. I had no hope, man. That was so tough. I didn't finish that.
Yeah, it's a
as
shame.
far as
Shame they're not looking in, or they're not sort of going that route anymore. Well, not anymore, but that they're not going to pursue that, because people are crying out for it.
Yeah. Well, this is why they reckon Lies of P came out. It's because they wanted a Bloodborne.
That Bloodborne itch, yeah.
So someone did something similar, and it's a freaking great game. Love it.
I did find it odd that it was very similar to Bloodborne, and unapologetically.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why, because there's probably never going to be a Bloodborne 2.
Yeah. But it's nowhere near as hard. It's nowhere near it. It's a very forgiving game.
Yeah.
And if you die in it, you die because you screwed up. It's not cheap. It's actually not a cheap game. Like, I'm stuck at the moment. I'm like in this last area, and this boss that I've got at the moment is a pain in the ass. But I know I'll beat.
The last boss should be hard, I guess, right?
Well, I don't know. The main bosses haven't been that hard. It's the sub bosses have been harder. Funny enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said before, I was stuck on a boss for like 2 weeks or so, and it was the sub boss. It wasn't even a main boss.
Yeah, I found that on Elden Ring. I got stuck on some boss, and I just thought, fuck this. I was like 60 hours in.
Yeah.
I never really thought I was going to finish Elden Ring anyway. But the hype was so big that I thought, I got to give it a go. And I enjoyed it. It was really good, but
didn't finish it.
It was just too big. Like, I know I didn't have to. I know I could come back later to that boss and do something else, but like I was just directionless the whole time. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know if I was going the right way or whatever. But yeah, that was just too big for me, that game.
I loved it, man. That game took me somewhere else. I loved it. I'm so happy I finished it. I didn't think I was going to finish it. I had help. Mark joined in with me online as well. We did together. Sometimes you just have to. What I gave up on was Dark Souls 3. I thought, you know what? I ended up buying it on the Xbox, so I can play on the Series X, because I heard that the frame rates are up 60 hertz and everything. And it's true. It's gorgeous. It's like a remaster. It's beautiful in the Series X. But I got stuck on this one main boss, and I tried like, I reckon 3 weeks. Okay, I threw in the towel. I just couldn't do it. And it's a shame, because I was loving it. I go, oh my God, this is like Elden Ring. You know what I mean? Dark Souls 3 is that good, but I'm not good at it. I just gave up. It was just too hard. It got too frustrating, and especially when you're finding a boss and you've got like 2-3 centimeters left of power on there, and they get you all the time that last bit.
Yeah. I couldn't get into Dark Souls. I tried it. It was just too hard for me. I don't know what. I think maybe because I played Dark Souls 1, and I think because that was a PS3 release originally, right?
It's on both. It's on PC as well, and Xbox.
I think
Demon Souls was PlayStation 3 exclusive.
Yeah, well,
that's tough, man. That's not even fun.
But not even that. I think maybe like games back then didn't quite have the same the same polish that
it didn't have the same polish. That's why they reckon the new Dark Souls, the remake, is a lot better, which I haven't played.
Yeah, I think I can't remember if I played the because there's no remake, it's remastered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't remember if I played that one or the original, but anyway. But yeah, I couldn't really play it. I got stuck way too quick, and I found it way too hard. But I thought I did try a little bit of the Demon Souls on PS5.
I had no chance, man. I tried so hard.
Oh look, I played a couple of hours worth, and I thought this is probably more approachable for me. Not a massive Souls guy, but that's the impression I got anyway. I don't know.
I put a lot of hours into it. I got bored because it was that fucking hard.
Yeah,
it's just okay, this is just stupid. This is like dumb hard. It's like, it's not fun. When it gets to a point, it's not fun.
If it's not fun, I'll put it down. I stopped.
Fun.
Yeah, that's the point. If you're not having fun, what's the point?
Yeah, I tried. It's gorgeous looking. This remake was gorgeous. I just thought, nah, you know what? I've wasted like probably 20 hours. I can't. I just can't do it. I thought I threw it. I threw in the towel. I did that with that. I did it with Sariko. That wasn't even that long with that one. That's gorgeous. That game looks got so much potential, but it's just too hard.
Yeah, I've heard
And
that. Yeah.
and Dark Souls 2. It was like, nah. I tried with those three, and I couldn't get into them.
Yeah, I've heard Sekiro and Dark Souls 2 are just sort of
Stupid.
Yeah, ridiculous. Like,
yeah, but Demon Souls again. That's just I don't know why they should have toned it down a little bit. I think personally.
Did you play any of the old ones? Like I think it's called Kingsfield. They're on PS1 or something.
No, I never played them. No,
okay. Because yeah,
I wasn't into that. It's funny. I wasn't into that back then. Then it was all about.
No one was, right?
Yeah. I wasn't even that much into RPGs. It was just more about fighting games. It was all about Street Fighter and shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
And platform games, Klonoa and that kind of shit.
Yeah, okay. So we got Metroid's sort of a bit like a Dark Souls. Anything else you want to add into that?
That's probably it. I'm just trying to think what other ones. I know there was one I tried recently, which I should get back to. I think it's called Grime.
Grime,
you heard of that one? That's another good Metroidvania I found that was pretty good.
Yeah, you got heaps. Hey, I haven't heard of any of these.
Oh, there's so many, man.
There are.
Fist, have you played Fist?
What's
rabbit?
That one?
Fist.
Fist, no, I know that.
Oh my god, yeah, you need to play that.
Fist,
dude. Seriously, go to JB, go to EB, and just buy it.
Okay. Oh, so you can get it from there.
Yeah, it's physical. Yeah,
okay.
I didn't think it was going to come out here physical, so I just got it from Play Asia. I got a Hong Kong copy.
Yeah.
But you can get the special edition here. I was like, you're freaking serious?
Man, Play Asia is so good. Like, I ordered, I bought Blasphemous 2, and it was here in like a week.
Wow, that's rare for them.
Yeah, it was. No, but anytime I buy something from them, it's like it's quicker than Oz Post, and it comes from Hong Kong.
I always wait 2 weeks, 2 weeks plus. I always get my stuff from them.
I might be exaggerating, but it was super quick. Like I didn't expect to get it. I was like, wow, this place is, and like shipping's really reasonable as well.
Yeah.
You know,
if it's been over $100, you get free shipping, as far as I know.
Yeah, I never do because I only sort of buy one game at a time. But yeah, that's right. They do. Yeah, over $100.
I try to buy a few because I think it just takes ages, and so I try to make it worth it. Plus you got PayPal paying for, so why not?
Yeah, you're a big fan of that, aren't you?
I am Afterpay. Oh yeah, that's the bane of my existence.
That's a big trap.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
What else is there? Yeah, Fist. I highly recommend it. It's it's really, really good. I really need to get back to that. That's very Metroid. Very Metroid.
Fist. I'll remember that.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, look, I've got a few on my shelf that I haven't got around to. Salt and Sanctuary is one I'm supposed to play, but
I didn't like that.
Okay.
Didn't like that one.
That's apparently like it's sort of a Souls-ish game as well.
Very Souls. Yeah. Look, I might like it now because when it came out, I didn't like it. Maybe I might like it now.
Okay.
It's another thing too. Dead Cells.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like it when it came out. Like, what the hell's going on? Why am I dying? And I'm like back at the start again.
But that's a roguelite.
You lost everything. Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't know what that was then. It's funny. After playing Vampire Survivors, now I'm addicted to roguelike games.
Okay.
For them.
Yeah, I did give Dead Cells a go. I think that was too hard for me, and the procedurally generated and roguelites in general, I can't play because I don't like starting again and like grouse weapon I can't get it back, and it just sort of stuffs me up too much.
I love it. It's I like that because every game, when you go further and further, you do actually add to your arsenal. It's actually. No, it's a lot of fun. So there's another podcast I can talk about this genre of game. It's like it's my new it's my new favorite genre at the moment. So I love it. I can pick up and play it.
It's roguelite and roguelike. Are they the same or people just use different?
I think just different terms, same thing.
Okay, yeah.
I'd say roguelike because
I thought it was roguelite. Like
could be. We're right. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. But yeah, like Vampire Survivors again. Look, man, it's not Metroidvania. I love that. There's another one called Tiny Rogues. Fantastic.
I think I might have heard of that.
That's really good. That's really good. It looks really basic, but geez, the gameplay in it is just amazing.
I've got two interesting-ish ones, but they're not great. One's called Song of the Deep, and that is a aquatic styled Metroidvania. So you're in a submarine, and you got to
Oh,
go.
it's the Metroidvania. I thought that was just
Yeah,
like a water game
no,
or
it's
something.
Metroidvania, but look at. Oh, actually, there's another one I want
Oh,
to talk to you about. But yeah, the Song of the Deep. It's Metroidvania, but it's very because you're in a submarine. It's very floaty, and the
uh-huh.
controls just really suck. And it was enough to turn you
Okay.
off. But yeah, one more I wanted to see if you played this is called Carrion or
Hmm.
Carrion or Carry On.
How
Carrion,
you spell it?
as in like as in dead meat. Carrion, Carrion. So Special Reserve did a release, and then it was released normally everywhere.
Oh, oh, is that with that? Oh, that monster and you eat things. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I played it. That's
S-
fun.
Yeah, yeah. So you have played it.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
It's a really great idea. They call it a reverse horror
Yeah.
game where you're the monster and you got to go around and yeah. But what ruined it for me was there's no map.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like fancy that, like a Metroidvania with no map.
So you would consider that a Metroidvania?
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
100%. Yeah. But the problem was so like I know the older games like the original Metro doesn't have a map and that's fine because um, you know, if you go all the way to the left, you sort of get your bearings, and you know roughly that there's, you sort of know roughly where you are. But in Carrion, the map is disconnected because you go through all these doors, and the doors
Yeah.
take you somewhere else, and it's hard to connect the pieces in your mind. Especially when everything sort of looks the same, so it's really easy to get
Yeah.
lost. And then I just had no idea where I was, and that would have been a great game, but that really just sort of spoiled it.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Okay. I should get back to it because I think I've got it on my Steam account.
I reckon if you
Um,
had a map, if you like to print one out or have a guide or something on the side, you would, yeah, I think it'd be really
you
good.
can be more enjoyable.
Oh yeah, like I don't know why they wouldn't put a map in. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fantastic idea. I love it when there's a game that sort of does something really out there and different, and that's one of them.
Trying to see what else I've got here. After Image. Oh, actually, that's meant to be good. I've got that in my backlog. Have you heard of that one?
No,
Um, but where was that
another
one
one
that I
is
went to?
Guacamole is supposed to be pretty good.
I played a little bit of that back in the day. I didn't get into it. That might be a game I would probably enjoy
Mm,
later. But I do have a recommendation.
okay.
I highly recommend you buy this. It's called 9 Years of Shadows.
Ooh, okay. Sounds interesting.
Phenomenal. I'm actually in the middle of it. I'm nearly finished it actually. Um, you sort of change like abilities. You've got like two different abilities, two different colors. I can't really explain.
Oh,
It's hard to
actually, no.
explain,
I
but
think I saw this on YouTube.
yeah, but I'm not sure if it's on consoles though. I think it's only on I think it's only
What's
on
it called again?
Steam.
Something.
9 years.
9 Years of Shadows.
Yeah,
Yeah, I reckon I've seen this.
it's a Mexican game. Funny enough.
Mexican.
Yeah, made in
Okay.
Mexico. Yeah, and they're really okay. No, there you go. It's on Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Okay.
There you go.
Hmm. All right. So I've
Steam
got a
reviews,
few.
not out.
I've got to get Fist and 9 Years of Shadows.
Yeah, I recommend those two. I reckon you
Okay.
get into them. Yeah,
All right. Well, you got to play. I recommend Hollow Knight.
yeah. I should.
Mate.
I have had my eye on it.
Yeah.
I don't think 9 Years of Shadows is going to have physical though. I don't think it has.
Yeah. I really sort of limit
Ah, okay.
myself when I do because I've got
Yeah.
that physical bug.
So I'm over it, man. Physical.
No, I'm not there yet. I've got another 10 years before I get
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, I'm over it. I can't anymore.
Yeah.
It's just the room. I'd rather dedicate room to other stuff. Like I collect records now.
Yeah, I know.
5 years.
Yeah, you guys big into your records. I think for me, it's too late to get into records.
It never is. It's just expensive.
That's
all.
the thing. Everyone's clued on. They're not cheap anymore. So it's all right. Plus, all my music is either in my car or in my earbuds while I'm doing dishes. So it's
Spotify's fine. Yeah, I just like it's for me. It's more about nostalgia. So
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that might just about wrap us up.
Cool.
Yeah, well, look, thanks, Darren, for joining, for coming on. Appreciate it. You're actually probably one of the first special guests I've done now for my new format. So, yeah, really appreciate your time. And hope to have you back again soon. Did you want to give your pod a plug?
Yeah, I'm currently in a podcast called Are You Game? We just talk about video games. We have a random topic that pops up on the actual podcast, so we don't research it. We've got a wheel of doom, as Matt Corley calls it, which is I don't know why he calls it that, but it
sounds cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we spin a wheel, and we've all suggested a topic, and whenever it comes on, we just talk about it then, and talk about random shit. So
yeah, I really enjoy it. You guys have
Thanks,
really good mix there. So. Plus the music stuff too is good if you mix it up a bit.
Yeah, we put a little bit in there. We don't put too much because we know that people want to listen to a game podcast, not a music one, and then you start alienating.
Yeah, no, it's got just the right touch.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, we just do what we enjoy. It's pretty much it. We're not there to impress anyone. We're there to have fun, and it's like this. It's an outlay. You know what I mean? It's something to do to get out of real life. So
exactly, yeah,
and chat with mates. But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure, John.
Thank you, and thanks everyone for listening in. It would be really great if you could leave us a 5-star review or a like or whatever platform you're listening on. I actually don't even know how it works, to be honest. Do you know how it works? Is there 5-star reviews on Spotify or?
I'm not sure on Spotify. I know Apple.
Apple does the review. Yeah, okay. I think you can leave a comment on Spotify or.
Yeah, you can. You can leave a comment.
Leave us something anyway, if you can.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks, Daz. And hope to see you again soon.
Likewise, man. Take care.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.